Hey friends, it's Charles here, and I have with me First Sergeant Conrad S. Hauser, aka Duke. Got the new action figure here. We're gonna be taking a look at it, unboxing it, and I'm already liking what I see. This is a heavy card for you guys that like to keep everything in box. This is a very, like I said, heavy, high quality card. Bio on the back featuring some of the other characters we're going to be getting from this particular line. Looks like we're going to be getting New Scarlet, and I'm not sure who this guy is. I'm just now getting back into GI Joe via the comics, and so I'm not. So I'm slowly getting to know who more and more of these characters are. But this is Duke. He's a guy that's been, part of the lore since when I was a kid, and that's been years. I am the old nerd, of course, so you know that that's a fact. So anyway, I'm gonna take a second, get this guy unboxed, and we'll take a look at him. All right, now I want to make a quick note on the card. If you want to preserve the card the easiest way, I simply ran a knife along this tape here, peeled this back, and you can carefully open the side, pull out the plastic so you can preserve that beautiful card if you want to keep it for storage, or you never know if you're going to be moving or reselling. I want to keep this card, so I'll put it up with the rest of some boxes I've saved. Now let's get to the main event. I'm going to start this video different. I'm going to get straight to the most important thing to me, which is the articulation. This is probably the third or fourth generation of G.I. Joe since I've started collecting, and they really come a long way as far as articulation goes. We start with the head. We got a full swivel here, and we have no hindrance from the hair because he has an army cut, and so that's nice. And then as we go down to the arms, you notice we have something I have not seen in a G.I. Joe before, the butterfly cut on the shoulders. If you can get a look at that, so we can get a full range of motion damn near across the whole body, with the arms, and we can go back quite a long way to throw those punches or to line up a shot. We have this swivel right here on the upper arm. We have double jointed elbows. They're kind of sticky at first. You might want to put them, maybe get it in some warm water. Or what I will do is actually the fan on my laptop, a little hack I discovered, is I'll just lay them down next to that, vent on my laptop. It'll heat them up just enough to really get those joints moving safely, so you don't have to worry about breaking it. But yeah, I like double jointed elbows. I really like the butterfly cut, and it's a little bit stiff, but that's something we can fix at a later time. We go down. We have a swivel mid-torso that really does not do a whole lot. It's kind of, we have that swivel here, you can see mid-torso, but you're not getting a lot of movement around the upper torso, but that's okay. It's a great looking figure. Then we have the swivel on the hip, the legs, double jointed knees. Again, a little bit sticky, but that's okay. And we come with this G.I. Joe stand, so you can display it and stand it up real easily. Let's get him in here. Now the lightness, when I was buying this, I was looking at two options that were about the same price. On Amazon, there was a sale on the Super 7 Duke, and there was this one from Hasbro. And while the Super 7 was, it was a deeper discount. It was about 50% off from like a $50 price point. I personally didn't like the head because it was very cartoony. That's not, I buy action figures that I connect with, and more recently I'm familiar with the G.I. Joe comic universe, not the cartoon universe. So for me personally, this was the better get. But the Super 7 G.I. Joe, that is, the G.I. Joe Duke, it's got similar articulation, just the head is a lot less detailed, a lot less, realistic. So that's why I chose the Hasbro. So now let's talk about accessories. We have The backpack with the shovel there, it doesn't come out, but it's a cool looking little accessory. Written on the shovel is the G.I. Joe theme song. I saw somebody mention that in another review of this. Yeah, I read reviews so I can go over stuff that may not have been gone over in those other video reviews. So I do watch other reviews. So I try to give you more information. But yeah, this is a nice little accessory. It's heavy and plugs right in to the back here. Actually, right through this grenade belt. So it goes in easy there. And then we have binoculars. You know what I mean? So he can do some scouting, do some creeping, you know, doing his thing. And then we have a knife. Every G.I. Joe comes with a knife here lately. And we have a cool boot holster, which I have not seen in the G.I. Joes yet as of late, but I like this. My robot block figure, it has a holster on the flat jacket, and then others have the leg holsters. And then it comes with as well 2 punching fists. You know, I won't be using those probably ever, so I'll probably keep those with the card. Because, you know, you think G.I. Joe, I personally don't think punching. I think, you know, firearms. And then we have, I almost forgot, the helmet with a visor. So let's put this on him. Here we go. Visor goes up and down. This helmet is a little bit tricky. Okay, here we go. So we got him all kitted out. That is not a bad look at all. You know, there's lots of detail, lots of depth. There's a lot going on with this character. Back in my day, we didn't even have these big 6-inch figures. We had more of... I will actually give you an example of what we had when I was coming up. I got it right here. This is my little 3-inch roadblock. And this was my G.I. Joe experience. You know, the little guy here. And this is a classic, I think, from 1984. Back when I was first, you know, getting into action figures as a young man. And these were fun. These were a blast. But they were not photorealistic at all. The articulation wasn't, but you know, back then, I mean, this was, you know, this was mind-blowing back when I was a kid. You had this guy. You were really doing things. But I like that G.I. Joe has changed with the times. They've upped the scale. They've upped the, you know, articulation. They have upped, you know, the detail. And so this next generation, and plus they're still putting out these little retros. I have a modern Sergeant Stalker in that scale. And so get back on track here with Duke. Man, he comes with a veritable arsenal of weapons. We start here with his small arm pistol, and then we have a holster for that right here on the leg, and then we have a couple of rifles. I'm not a weapons guy, but this is a little bit smaller. We have his buttstock here. Yeah, not bad. Nowhere to store it. Let's put it in his hand here. And then we, okay. That's going to be interesting. Okay, here we go. That wasn't Hasbro, that was me. And then we have this right here. Like I said again, I'm not a firearms expert, This looks like some kind of submachine gun. Maybe M16. I don't know. It's a long gun. I dig it. A lot of detail. Different color in the buttstock. I don't see. There's no place for a magazine. I know these things are supposed to have magazines unless it's side loaded. But it's a cool looking gun nonetheless. Let's get it in Duke's hand here. Now he is officially ready for a battle. You know, you put this all together, this is a pretty epic damn action figure right here. You know, this is a dude that's ready to go to work. We got the working visor. All together, this is damn majestic. Looks a lot better in hand and in person than it did on the website. You know, I love the details. The boots, very different color. You know, and the boots have a lot of details, a lot of weathering and wrinkling. The same with the pants. You got kind of the desert look here on the top here. And this is what I'm really familiar with from the current Duke series from Image Comics and the G.I. Joe series. Both great series. If you can only get one, I suggest Duke. It's kind of a resetting of that universe and a parallel story. I guess not really parallel. It's a different universe than what is going on in canon with the main G.I. Joe run. But we're meeting all these characters as they come up. I might do a paper or plastic episode where we look at this and compare it to the current Duke comic. But I am really enjoying that. Anyway, this has been an unboxing and review of the Duke action figure from Hasbro, G.I. Joe Classified line. I am loving this one. I'm really looking forward to see what they're gonna do with the this line going forward. I've seen a roadblock that's coming out that I'm definitely gonna get a hold of. I like that Scarlet, and we'll see what I can get a hold of, and I'll be showing it to you guys. If you can, go out and get it. You know, it's relatively new. It's a great price. I mean, I found it at regular price, $25. I don't feel bad about a penny. And y'all be easy.